Well, hello and howdy-ho everyone! My name is Foxy Games, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV full story playthrough, as this terrifying spider beast walks around in the background. In the last episode, we rescued Minfilia, the Oracle of Light in the first. At least, a version of Minfilia. Not our Minfilia, sadly. And we've met up with Thancred again, and we find ourselves now in the realm of the Fae. Unfortunately, we are now subject to their trickery, and we need to find our way to Urianger. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Urianger. For that, we must convince the Pixies to lift the spell. From what I could make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village. Lidhalan. Shit. Come, I have a sneaking suspicion this path will lead us directly into their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds in our mission. You may consider her an ally. Thancred has certainly hardened since we last met him. He was particularly harsh with Minfilia. You know, these spider things are a bit spoopy, but I also think they're very pretty. What can I say? I like spiders. And anybody who's watched my channel for a significant amount of time knows that I'm an avid lover of monster girls, so... Anyway, while we're on our way to the Pixies, we're going to gather up as many ether currents as possible. And of course, this place is blindingly bright due to the Light Warden's presence. Thancred, what are we looking at here? Well, here we are, yet the Pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their game has already begun, in which case... Foxy, there is a variety of plant native to these parts, with a distinctive furrowed tip. Looking Grass is its name, so called because it can be used to spy Pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain how I know all of this later, but first I need you to help me find some. Oh, if a voice calls to you, under no circumstances should you respond. You only subject yourself to further mischief. Oh dear. Remember, the plant has a furrowed tip, and I cannot stress this enough, but do not respond to any voices you hear. We are in deep trouble. How you doing, Alphino? The sense of disorientation is quite overwhelming. I cannot take a dozen steps without forgetting whence we came. Yeah, that would be concerning. You search the scrub but find nothing resembling Looking Grass. Suddenly a voice rings out. What is it you seek, child? Perhaps I can help you find it. Let's not answer. Huh, such a rude child, and too clever by half. I shall seek my fun elsewhere. I am kind of curious what actually happens if you answer, but let's take Thancred's advice. Oh, there's Alice. There's not a soul in sight, yet I feel eyes all over us. Of course, they're like Muggles, they can glamour themselves. You search the scrub, but find nothing resembling Looking Glass, or Grass, rather. Suddenly, a voice rings out. Hehehe, greetings, mortal. What is your name? Let's not give them our name. That's a powerful thing, telling something your name. Something you should never, ever, ever do to a Fae. Oh, you don't have a name? How very, very sad. I could have had so much fun with it. Hehehe. Searching the scrub, you find what appears to be looking grass. Suddenly a voice rings out. Ooh, a visitor. Where are you from, pray tell? Let's not answer. Perhaps this one's hard of hearing. Ahem! What brings you here? Nope. Ah, stone deaf, how boring. Still, picking plants at our village is as good as indulging in our hospitality. And who are we to turn you away? Stay a while. Stay forever. Oh dear, your body begins to feel heavy. And we now have a heavy status. Beckoned. Fey magics have taken hold and your will is not entirely your own. Just means we can't move as fast. I take it you met with some trouble. Apologies for subjecting you to that. Can I assume from your presence that you managed to find us some looking grass? Possessed of a furled tip, this peculiar plant can apparently be used to see hidden pixies. Yes, this is the stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixies' veil of invisibility, and seeing them is the first step in dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Urianger's little trick to good use. Of course you learned it from Urianger.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
No! We are found! How did this mortal know our trick?
Wait! I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Look, twins! How adorable!
Oh!
Lee, with us!
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
Oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one. In return for a place in Il Mheg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Shall we?
Should we?
Would we?
What now?
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition, that you first lend us a helping hand. Or 2, or 3. Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianger. Pixie's honor.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
They really are like the Moogles. But I love them. They're adorable. I love their accents. What piece of useless gear did we get this time? Let's find out. Alright, I've forgotten how much I hate the music here. Well, it looks alright. It looks like a recolored Crystarium thing. And of course, it's no good. Anyway, what do you want, Sulwyn? Ooh, look at me, look at me! I have a task for you. Eulmoran is our beloved village, and we want it to always look lovely, and it can't look lovely without flowers blooming, and no flowers bloom lovelier than everblooms. So here are some everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them here, there, and everywhere around the village. Simple as a dimple, yes? Oh dear. Planting flowers for pixies. If we weren't in such a hurry, it'd be delightful. Travelers sometimes wander into our realm. If they look interesting, we have them wander forever. Yeah, pixies in Celtic myth do not have morals, I believe. They have no sense of morality. They only care for fun. They don't really understand that trapping somebody forever is evil. I am so hungry I may faint. Fruit, a little fruit will set me aright. Will you go and fetch some for me? Just outside the village you'll find a hillock. 2 great bell trees grow there. If you give them a shake, they should render up their sweet succulent burdens. We might as well gather up as many quests as we can. We're going to be here for a little while. Oh, what are the twins dealing with? I was asked to retrieve a garland from a tree branch. The wind blew it there, the pixie claimed. Questionable premise aside, the dragoon's jump would have been useful for this task. Oh, if Estinian was here, he'd be skewering pixies with that spear. So, I'm supposed to bring them a plank of wood that has no wood grain. Ha ha ha. Oh god. See, they're being given impossible tasks. What is that? That's like the butt-pluggiest shrubbery I've ever seen. Anyway, what do you want? Help! Help me, I beg you! My friend has gone to Eulmoran, a place we're told we must never ever set foot in. I thought about giving chase, but I'm scared I'll run into that thing. But you're a big, brave woman. You're not scared of such things, are you? So please, find and bring back my friend. Ken Gyuf is their name, and if you hurry up, you might catch them before they get to Eulmoran. Oh, I did not want to summon Burb. I can't even fly here. What are we doing over here? I have a thing. Oh, do I have to plant flowers up here? Is that it? Well, I suppose they weren't going to bloom immediately, but you never know. Where is Minphilia? These seeds will grow into an enchanted grass that, true to its name, produces ever-blooming flowers. Of course. Helping us grow flowers, are you? They'll make this house look so much lovelier. There used to be a city of mortals here, a great big bustling place called Vobert, or Bovert, or some such. But the Sin Eaters came and everyone disappeared. Since then, we pixies have been living here, and we've given the old houses our touch. Lovely, don't you think? I mean, it does look nice. You know, trickery aside. I do like the whimsical nature of this place. Ooh, I can't wait for the flowers to bloom. Perhaps I'll make pretty curtains out of them. What do you want? Mortal, mortal, hear my plea. Our precious children are thirsty, and I need you to bring them water. Who are our children, you ask? Why, they're the leaf men you see standing about our village. Adorable, aren't they? Now you'll need to go to Longmirror Lake to draw the water. Once you have it, see that our children have a good drenching. Oh, but be warned, the Foth make their home in the lake. They tend to play rough, so have care. Oh, good. Well, one thing at a time. Let's let this little one know that we finished planting their seeds. You're done sowing the seeds? Thank you. This shall help little Run live up to its name, which means flower house, in case you weren't aware. Oh, that's cute. We weren't always here, you know. We used to live deep in a lush forest. It was beautiful beyond compare, but almost all of it was swallowed up by the light. For a while we roamed, but eventually we found a place that men had abandoned. Together with our fellow faefolk, we decided to make it our new home. The land of everlasting spring. This is our home, and it could be yours too. Forever and ever and ever. No thanks. Let's see. Well, I mean, they're pants. What can I say? And they're no good, right? Nah. I wonder when we'll start getting gear that actually matters. Well, here's the bell tree. Even has little bell-like flowers. Oh no. A bug comes tumbling down with the fruit. Why do you have so much HP? Let's get my chocobo out. Dead. Alright, that's done. What's next? Oh. They want more fruit. Okay. Great! Well, might as well go over here. Get this one done. Undine, water spirits. They're a bit spoopy looking, but also very pretty. And this is where we're looking for his friend. Their friend. I don't think they have gender. Uh-oh. The Floth. They are frog people. Or perhaps they're kappas. Alright. See if we can find their friend. Or maybe not. Alright. We were getting water. We weren't even going after the dude's friend yet. That's over there. Forbidden. Whatever. Luran, is that how you say it? It's kind of difficult. L-R-A-N, Luran. I'm sure it's got some Celtic proper pronunciation. Aren't you one of Rianji's friends? Have you business with me? Lad Ken is worried? Well, that's all well and good, but when someone tells me not to do something, it only wants me to make me do it. Well, it only makes me want to do it more. Tee, no one can stop me. Oh, you idiot. Heedless of your warning, Kengyuf continues on in the direction of Faefolk. If you find them again, perhaps you can still convince them to turn back. Oh, you think that, game? You actually think that? That's cute. I wonder why this place is so forbidden. Let's see. Oh, I have to say it. Uh-oh. What the hell are you? Though your beaver speak is a bit rusty, the creature appears to want milk. Where did you gather that? However, you see no signs of Ken Gyuf. You resign yourself to bearing the bad news back to Lad Ken. Is that the thing they were afraid of? Oh dear, I'm gonna go ether current hunting for a minute, so then we'll skip right back to the village. My god, this place is just... It is Bloom. They should just call this place Bloom. Look at it. I mean, I'm not even talking about the flowers. I'm talking about light. Bloom. God, you can't even look at the sky. You can't even see that there's a sky. It's worse than Lakeland. It's worse than Kalusia. But fuck you. Who am I talking to here? Oh yeah, the Leaf Man. Need to water this stupid thing. There, we've watered your children. Oh, somebody's flying over. You've given water to our children. Thank you ever so much. They're all very dear to us. They wandered into Il Mheg as stray mortals, but we grew attached to them and decided to take them in. You and yours would have been our children too, but the enchantment didn't catch as well as we'd hoped. It's never too late, of course. That's terrible. You're terrible. Oh god, what an awful fate. Well, those gloves are quite nice. Alright. Let's try not to think about the people who were transformed into bushes. Maybe they were Eulmoran. That'll give me some comfort. What about you and your stupid friend? Oh wait, that's not even you, it's the other dude. Ugh, so hungry. Did you get the fruit? I sure did. Bell fruit, the sweet and succulent fruit of the bell tree favored by pixies. Oh, thank you ever so much. You've saved me. Yes, saved me from my boredom. You should have seen the look on your face when the bugs came down. Ah, you've done me a great service, mortal. If there's one thing we pixies are serious about, it's having fun. Dull and painful things, hate, hate, hate them. Sin eaters are dull and painful both, so we hate them especially. You mortals try to fight these monstrosities, but there's no fun in that. Best to avoid them altogether, we say. I'm sure people would avoid them if they could, but they don't tend to make that an option. Where are you? You're up here. You're back! Where's Ken Gyuf? Please tell me Ken Gyuf is alright. What? Against your warning, they went to Eulmoran, where you found only a strange animal? Then the tales were true. Oh, Ken Gyuf, why? Why didn't you listen? Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't assume the worst yet. Maybe there's still hope. I just need to stay calm and think things through. You know, we might as well follow this rabbit hole. That thing! You saw it with your own eyes, yes? What did it look like? Like a beaver. And the tales are indeed true. It was the giant beaver of legend. Those pixies who encounter it vanish, never again to be seen. That's why we are strictly warned against going to Eulmoran. Yet, though we know to fear the beaver, we know little unless about it. Whence did it come, and to what end does it make us disappear? The creature is shrouded in mystery. What could possibly be its desire? It wants milk, you say? That must be the tribute it demands, else more pixies will meet a terrible end. Mortal, as someone who not only understands the beaver but survived an encounter with it besides, I would ask another favor of you. Out in the pastures, you'll find a shepherd named... God, that name. Weenhagan. I want you to go ask him for milk, and make an offering of it to the beaver. Hopefully this will suffice to appease its hunger for pixies. You know, you believe the strangest shit. How much you want to bet he just wandered off somewhere? Well now, what does a mortal want with me? Of course, here's the milk. Incidentally, it's Kengyof's favorite thing. Where in the world could they have disappeared to? Maybe he got turned into a beaver. This quest is strange. Alright, you little derpy thing. Seems to be saying give me milk. Fresh and creamy sheep's milk. Freshest and creamiest if you ask the Pixies. It seems to be saying I love milk, thank you. I don't see how I would know that. It seems to be saying I hit a beautiful marble in the stump of the tree by the lake. Let Weenhagan know it's there as a token of my thanks. What? Apparently the Warrior of Light can speak beaver. Well, then again, we do hear the echoes of the soul. I'm assuming it's just the pixie got turned into the beaver. Oh, it's you again. What is it? Truly? Huzzah, huzzah! I've always wanted a marble. I'll go and collect it at once. Weenhagan flies off happily. Oh, jeez. Ah, welcome back. So how did you fare? What? No! This can't be happening. I'm sorry, it's not your fault. You did as I asked, and for that you have my thanks. It's just... Oh dear. Do we go for the next one? No, this is not the time for tears. If we hurry, we might still prevent the unthinkable from coming to pass. You see, the marble, it was Kengyof's treasure, and if Weenhagan had always wanted to take it. Now Weenhagan went to collect the marble near the lake, yes? I will give chase and try to find them. Meanwhile, I need you to return to Eulmoran and see if there's any change with the beaver. Afterwards, let us meet at the stables yonder. This is the third time I've been back there. You know, generally the quest design in this game is alright, but this is annoying. I know I don't have to do it, but... we're so deep in this hole now, we might as well just find the other end. Why are there two of them? Seems to be saying the marble is pretty, thank you. Oh no! Two of them got changed now. It seems to be saying I love milk, thank you. Oh no. Where the fuck? Oh yeah, inside. Alright, lad Ken. Try as I might, I couldn't find Weenhagan. What of the beaver? Well, there's two of them now. What? Weenhagan too? It's my fault, all my fault. No, it's the beaver that's to blame. It's all that accursed creature's doing. I'm going to teach it a lesson it'll never forget. Lad Ken flies off in the direction of Eulmoran. You can't help but have a bad feeling about this. With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard and... whatever. God damn it. Well, here's trip number 4 back to this fucking place. Oh good, now there's 3 of them. Seems to be saying I love milk, thank you. That one's not saying anything, apparently. Let's see. No? Oh. There we go. Seems to be saying, I found my friends, thank you. Seek out Niiz. They will give you a reward in my stead. Well, I guess he's fine. If Niiz proves uncooperative, however, tell him I've hid my lovely pair of shoes inside the roof. I hate all of you. I guess he's okay with being a beaver. Don't you go wander off to be a beaver now. You want to play, do you? Is that so? Well, it's got nothing to do with me. I don't know you anything. If you want a reward, you must play with me first. It's only fair. Let's see now. Yes, a couple of years ought to do it. No, thank you. Truly? Oh, those shoes are the loveliest. When lad Ken flaunted them, it made me so jealous. Oh, to think they'll be mine now. Here's a little something by way of thanks. With that, I'm off to collect my shoes. Tee. And then there were none. That's it. No other conclusion. That's just it. They're beavers now, apparently. Oh, how fitting. Okay, Thancred. We did way more than was asked of us. Thancred looks how you feel. Oh. How goes it, Foxy? So a mix of menial tasks and pranks. Yes, that pretty much sums up my own experience. They have no troubles worthy of the name. How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us. Indeed, whenever I inquire about how much more there is to be done, the answer is ever the same. A little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. Urianger once told me a story about the Pixies. They're born from the souls of those who died as children, or so it's believed. Though they don't have memories of their previous lives, the desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. And so they live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end, sometimes even until death. In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. The soul was likened to a cord that resides in the ether, and its presence is what differentiates us from such beings as sprites and arcane entities. Upon death, said core ordinary dissipates alongside the ether that composed the flesh. However, it may be held together and bound to the corporeal realm, either by the will of its owner or by means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather ether unto itself to assume another form, or find newly emerged life in which to abide. The Pixies may be one such instance of this. If ghosts are merely souls without bodies, what does that make us? I think you become that which you fear most, brother dearest. However the Pixies may have come into being, if we leave them to judge when they're satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Nay, we must negotiate new terms with the creatures, but where to begin? It seems to me we would need at least one among them to sympathize with us. In the course of your chores, did any of you encounter a pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? Well, there's always faefolk. What? You knew a pixie from before? Not only are you acquainted, but you've entered into a pact? You might have mentioned this sooner. At any rate, I dare to hope this will offer us a way out. Without further delay, then, summon this faefolk, if you please. And we just have to say their name. Alright. Faefolk! Coming. Where? Over. God damn it. A voice rings out in your mind. So, my sapling has finally remembered about her lovely branch. But with such a half-hearted call, she may as well lop me off and cast me aside. I have no sapling. Oh. Come on. Damn it. Oh. No. Please, Faefolk. I need you. Oh my god. Is that your idea of a fervent call? A sodden lug could do it with more fire. Okay. Oh, loveliest of branches, please grant me your succor. So fickle.
You're late! Late! I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting. But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing she is. Cold and cruel and heartless!
I'm sorry, friend. I've been distracted.
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Reminds me of my childhood.
All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke.
Savage.
Honestly, just a joke. But just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you. Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
Well. If it isn't Faefolk, the mold field, it's been too long.
Not long enough for you to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself. Now let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, she will never be yours. Never, never, ever!
Oh, not even a bit. But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
No, you can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone. And if you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of her bag all over your precious village. There'll be cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that,
All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Eulmoran?
Aye, that's all we ask. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
Aye! We'll reveal the hidden Fernic to you at once.
What a beautiful sight now that all the bloom is gone.
So this is the true Il Mheg.
How are you feeling?
Better. I think I remember the way now.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Urianger?
Your lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
Thanks, Feo. Well, that was certainly an adventure. Look at this beautiful place. I mean, it's still quite bright from the sky, but it's not Bloom. Just Bloom Central anymore. Worry not, we shall be fine. Go on and find Urianger. Send Urianger my regards, and tell him to live somewhere less annoying next time. Oh. Yeah, I agree. faefolk certainly has a way with the other Pixies. Yeah, they're definitely more, assertive. For Alphino and Alice's sakes, let us be quick. It would be a shame to return only to find they've been made to play one game too many. Now, the place we seek is the abandoned manor of a nobleman and scholar. The Bookman's Shelves, it's called, and the fellow's vast collection of tomes. An agreeable habitat for our friend, I'm sure you'll agree. If we follow the path north, we shall soon find the place. Come along. Yeah, it's pretty perfect for Urianger. Anything else to say, you two? Nope. Well, let's get on over there then. Well, that sure looks like a place Urianger would live. Maybe a place he would retire to. Honestly, if he would ever retire. But look at this, the rainbows and the palace with the giant fairy wings, the huge crystalline spikes. This place is beautiful. Nymphelia. It's been quite a while. I hope Urianger is well. And here we are at long last. I give you Urianger's humble abode. Come, let's see if he's home. He better be after all this.
Urianger, are you in?
Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends her way. The Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon. Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails.
Run along, Nymphelia. We will meet you outside.
But...
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind.
I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already?
Thancred's a little bit harsh with Nymphelia. You can imagine he has some issues.
That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest, it beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Eulmoran. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th umbral calamity. As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald. So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time. Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile: Black Rose. Its potency defied all reckoning. Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides. From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel. Nor did the land itself escape unscathed, for spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might. Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist. And those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee. An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th umbral calamity which I did behold. No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery. That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency. Come. Dost thou recognize yonder chart?
The chart of the elements.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition. Astral, the active; umbral, the passive. As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral. Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer. Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the two forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events. The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land.
And that's what Y'shtola was researching in Doma.
And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings. Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
we would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity. Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Il Mheg. Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Leargear, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake. To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the Pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation. Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
Good to have you back on board, Urianger. Alright. We will be much bolstered for Urianger's company. Indeed we will. We also have another quest outside, but we'll check that in a second. My friend, ere I speak of the task at hand, there is a question I will pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance? Did you take up astrology? Did you lose weight? Or I didn't recognize you at first? Well, we'll ask the more pressing question. Indeed. Though the night be lost, behind the shroud of blinding light, doubt not but that the stars shine still. I have chosen to avail myself of their guidance, that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretcheth before us. For a blessing, my prior studies of astrology did provide me with adequate grounding in the art. But enough of myself. Let us now speak of our task. As I did mention, if we are to enter Leargear, we must needs gain the Pixies' cooperation. This is a simple matter of presenting unto them a suitable gift. I shall procure a selection of viands that shall please their palates. Thancred, pray assist me in this endeavor. Thancred's reaction. Meanwhile, Foxy, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts, there abideth a violkin known for its beauteous wings, the hawker. I shall lend thee a receptacle within which thou mayest capture a weakened specimen. So, we're doing chores again. Thou shouldst find a hawker nearby. Pray use the receptacle I have lent thee to capture a weakened specimen. There's no avoiding chores, is there? Far better under Urianger than the Pixies, of course. That's true. Oh, you're Urianger's friend, aren't you? Will you not lend me a hand? You see, Urianger's home is drab and dull, and I have a mind to decorate it, make it bright and beautiful. If you were to help out, it'd make it all the more special. First of all, we need some whirlweeds, a pretty little plant that grows in the water. We usually trade them with the froth for them, but seeing as you can swim, you can harvest some for us. You should be able to find the weed in the lake where there's a sunken church. While you take care of this, I'll go and pick lots and lots of beautiful flowers. Afterwards, let's meet back here for the decorating. See you soon. You're so far the most agreeable Pixie I've ever met. Oh, Minfilia's out here. Oh, no need to worry about me. I'm quite familiar with the manor. During our wanderings, Thancred and I would often return here. It's where I imbue his ammunition. Right, Thancred can no longer manipulate ether due to his time in the lifestream. Poor Thancred's been through the ringer. Alright, we need to weaken this thing, not kill it. As I am so prone to forgetting. There we go. That was easy. Now let's go gather up these whirlweeds, as they're called. Will you fuck off, bug? Well, it looks like we're going for a swim. Oh, what was it? There we go. I almost forgot how to dive. It's a good thing we have that blessing from, Soraban, that was it. I wonder how he's doing. Training as an auspice, of course, for the next 500 years. Poor guy. By the way, this is Vobert. Part of it, anyway. Apparently this place was quite beautiful before it sank. Oh, hello, flying car. There you are. Did you manage to find the whirlweeds? Whirlweed, a species of vine that boasts beautiful spirals, curls, and of course whirls. Lovely. Oh, look at these lovelies. I'll enchant these at once, make it so they can grow outside the water, and then plant them here and there. Meanwhile, I want you to decorate out with these snug blooms. As to where they should go, ah yes, the stairs. There's a dull spot that's ripe for some cheer. When you've finished, come and let me know. Do you want me to plant them inside? Is that it? I suppose they do. These pink flowers sequestered within this small pouch exude a mysterious sense of snugness. Do they? Do they, though? I suppose they do. Got an awful lot of stuff up here, Urianger. Reminds me of the old Waking Sands. Thancred, he's not back yet. Thou art returned. Wert thou able to capture a hawker? Even without the box's enchantment to hold it in place, the creature has no more fight left in it. Ah, a truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make them to make fast their vibrant colors. Thancred too should return anon, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile.
"'Tis done. The Pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts. Ah, lest I forget. White auracite, newly forged for thy use. Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary, our eternal enemies. Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascian's essence.
May I come in now?
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
I did as you asked.
That's my girl, thank you. I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me, which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether. I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
Minfilia, once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Really? May I?
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire.
Aw, she's adorable.
Hast thou spoken to her of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any. As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Eulmoran some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Eulmoran, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted. 'Twas there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred. Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me. There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
What happened?
And then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it. I have told her many things, where we came from, what we fight for, but of that day, I have not spoken.
Oh, Thancred. How do you want this to end? An impossible question with an impossible answer.
With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Eulmoran.
A terrible choice to have to make. Tee, marvelous. This is sure to put a smile on Urianje's scowly face. And then he'll want to stay here forever and ever and ever. You're welcome to stay too, of course. There's plenty of room for you and all your friends. I'm good. And we will not continue quests with you. I've had enough pixie shenanigans for a lifetime. Everybody's here. Thank the gods you arrived when you did. Any later and I don't think I would have been able to ever live it down. Oh god, what were they having you do? You couldn't have returned at a better time. The Pixies had just decided it would be amusing to have Alice and I exchange outfits. Oh no. When you have a moment, be sure to show your appreciation to the twins. They've endured a great deal on our behalf. Yes, they have. I dare not ask what happened in our absence. As much as I should like to savor the reunion with Master Alfino and Mistress Alice, it must wait. I have taken the liberty of presenting our gifts unto the Pixies. Let us see how well they are received. They better fucking appreciate it. We weren't expecting you all back so soon. We had scarcely begun playing with the twins. That said, your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's Fae custom to return the gesture. If you desire anything of us, you need but name it. Yeah, we need to get into that big old castle. So, what is it you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps? We are resolved to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry to Lirigia. What a strange thing to wish for! You might as well ask for your death! But if that is what you want, who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. You've clearly been busy, Urianger. Would you be so kind as to tell us what we've missed? So that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything you can tell us about this Light Warden? Aye, my lady. By circumstances most tragic, the Light Warden of this land is our king and ruler, Titania. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. But in all the horrible light that came out went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Now they're king only in name, not remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into 4, and wove each into a different relic to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we've entrusted it to you. Are you sure? Of course, custom demands it. Though you are most certainly going to your deaths, we thought we should at least let you try. That way we get to watch what happens, of course. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have all the other relics too. The shell crown is with the Froth, the stone scepter is with the Nomo, and the crystal shoes are with the Immoral. Good luck finding them all. The facts thus disclosed confirm mine own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us hie to the lake, there to claim the shell crown from the Froth. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. Great, more Fae shenanigans. And we have another quest here to do. There's talk that an interesting mortal has come to Il Mheg, Foxy Games or some such. It's you, isn't it? Don't even think to deny it. I'm Ulthon, and it's my dream to become the most popular fairy of all. Why? Because everyone would fawn over me, and that would be really fun. Now, by way of an achievable first step, I'm aiming to become the darling of Eulmoran. But everyone is so caught up with their flower-smelling and their mischief-making they don't even spare me a glance. You travel to and fro, so you must know much and more about this and that. Tell me, what must I do to become popular? Be the cleverest, fairest, or strongest pixie of all. Well, we've gotten the way we are by being the strongest, so we'll say that. The strongest? You mean I should fight monsters and things? Good heavens, no! We're supposed to be adorable, not savage. I want to stand out, true, but not by doing that. Oh, I have it. Rather than trying to impress with what I can do, I can impress with what I know. I just need to read lots of books. And it just so happens there are lots of books in Urianje's home, a place called the Bookman's Shelves. Right, I'm going there at once and you're coming too. I can't read your strange mortal writing, so I need you to read it for me. Oh boy. Yeah, I have a light warden to kill. You know, so you guys can rejoice in the night sky again. Maybe spot some shooting stars or something. No? Well, alright, let's go hit the books then. Ugh, it's almost like we were just fucking there. Ah, back again. Where are you little bastard? There you are. We pixies don't much like being here, too dusty and musty and close. So quickly, pick out some books and read them to me. Well, let's start from here. A leather-bound tome. On the occasion of the 300th year of the founding of Vobert, a grand celebration was held in Grunslicht. No expense was spared. Over the course of the festivities, guests were lavishly feasted and regaled with wondrous performances. Yet amidst all the pomp and pageantry, naught was more stirring than the recitation of the Oath of the Covenant, in honor of the allegiance between Dran and Galgant, upon which the kingdom was built. Representatives of each race took to the podium. 'Twas a sight to draw tears from all who looked on. Vobert, Vobert! Blech, what strange names you mortals have! Il Mheg sounds much prettier. It means Kingdom of the Rainbows. That is really pretty. Good Janana's Grace was named for Her Royal Highness Princess Janana, daughter to the king of 3 generations prior. In the dark of night, that mountain pass catches the light which shines forth from the castle, giving it the impression of the princess's beautiful eyes of jade. Eyes of jade? That sounds lovely. If the princess were here, I would ask her for them. Oh god, no. First week, Thunder's Day. The princess being partial to the lakefront view, it was decided that all the noble lords and ladies would set out for a picnic. Having partaken of sweets, Her Highness ventured to the water, where she inspected her lip paint in the reflection. This caused the watching shepherds to remark that the princess had used the lake as her hand mirror. Oh, there's a hand mirror lake to the southwest of here. That must be how it got its name. But who would go all the way to the lake just to eat? Yet another silly thing you mortals do. Yes, it's called a picnic. Have you never had one? Well, I certainly learned lots of new things today, things the others don't know. I'm going to go and share it with everyone. They'll think I'm so clever, I'll surely be the darling of Eulmoran. Tee-hee. Well, I'm sure not running all the way back. Just when we thought Ulthon was off doing their own thing as usual, they suddenly come and round us up. Mortal, mortal! I told them about the people from the past, but they weren't the least bit impressed. Well, why should we pay any mind to those who are long dead? Much more fun thinking up new riddles while sipping nectar. Speaking of which, we found this really sweet-smelling flower recently. We're about to go and collect this nectar if you wanted to join us. No, 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 I don't want to join you. I want you to admire me. Stranger and stranger. Alright, suit yourself. Looks like it didn't work, friend. That didn't work at all. They didn't think any better of me, but I won't give up. Not yet. I'm going to be popular, mark my words. What do you say? Do we continue? Knowing things didn't make me popular, but there has to be some other way. Don't you have any other ideas? Acquire a skill that the other Pixies will envy, or an item the other Pixies will envy. Well, they certainly love things. An item to be envied. Oh, I know! One of the books at Ryonji's home had lovely pictures in it. If I were to draw something similar and show it to the others, they're bound to be impressed. Right, I'm going to collect some fine grass for making a brush. Meanwhile, could you get me what I need for the paint? East of the village, there are trees that have orange leaves. Their sap makes excellent paint, and I want you to harvest it. Be careful when handling the sap, though. It gives off a smell that attracts ferocious beasts. Of course it does. Alright. This thing, it looks like one of those troll dolls from like the 80s and 90s. Oh good, it's a rose bear. And now, you are dead. Oh, I need to do more? Fuck. Oh hey, that one didn't attract a murderous bear. Well, wasn't that a whole lot of fun? Let's bring the sap back to this stupid pixie. My brush is ready. All I need now is the paint. Did you get the sap I asked for? A viscous sap that pixies use to make their paint. Oh, a goodly amount. By mixing the juices of bugs and plants in this, I can produce myriad pretty hues. I'll make the colors at once and begin working on my masterpiece. Needless to say, you must be present when I complete it. Where will I do the painting, you ask? At a spot northwest of here. It's the perfect vantage point for my subject matter. You'll know when you're there. You'll see the wings of Liagia spread wide in all their majesty. Why can't you just do it here? Can you not see? You can see it from here. It's the tallest thing around. Well, okay, maybe not, but it's the prettiest thing around. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. Well, we found the spot. And, alright, I'll admit, you could see it pretty well from here. What did I tell you? The perfect vantage point, yes? It's here that my masterpiece shall be born. I call it Ultharn's Liagia. How odd. The castle looks a lot redder than the real thing. I guess I'll start over. How odd. There's a few towers too many. Guess I'll start over. Oh no. Yes, yes, this is it! The colors, the proportions, everything is perfect! My masterpiece is ready. I'm going to go and show it off to everyone in Eulmoran. Tee, my popularity is all but sealed. We don't even get to see it. Alright, Ulthan. Let's see how they take this. Look, look! I painted a picture of the Aegea. Isn't it lovely? Are you impressed? What's there to be impressed about something that doesn't move? Much more fun chasing dandelion puffs and playing pranks on mortals. What? But I tried so hard. Well, I think your picture is very nice. Do you have any others? One at the lake, perhaps, with all the sunken houses peering from under the water? I would think that would be very beautiful. No, I've only painted this picture of the Aegea. I thought it was the most beautiful thing, so... Oh, well, too bad. But if you end up painting the lake, do come and show it to us. Man, I almost feel bad. They liked my work. Some of them liked my work. I'm admired, if only a little. If I want more admiration, though, I need to paint pictures that others want to see. I can't simply paint the things I like. The dilemmas of an artist. But in the end, if there are those who aren't interested at all in paintings, then I can't truly become popular. We'll need to think of something else. But you know what? I'll still give that pixie the painting of the lake that they wanted. You do that. Oh boy, there is yet more to do here. Yet more indeed. But we're going to have to finish up this quest in the next episode, for this one has gone over long. In the next episode, we'll continue helping this poor little pixie become popular, maybe. And then we'll continue the main story quest, perhaps to face down Titania, the Light Warden. So, until then, my name is Foxy Games. You all take care of yourselves. Until the next time. Bye.